Hello and welcome to the Leveling Up podcast with me, George Swift. I'm here to give you the inspiration, the motivation, and to challenge your aspirations to take you and your business to the next level. Don't forget to tune in every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for personal development, entrepreneurial development, and business growth content. And please subscribe to this podcast so that you never miss an episode. Today it is Friday, and on every Friday I like to do what I call a Friday 5-minute fix. In other words, shorter content than our other episodes that are designed to give you a nudge to get you to challenge maybe your thinking or your perceptions about yourself, about business, about your goals, your objectives, maybe even the world at large. Today, we are talking about the importance of becoming a 100% kinder person. What do I mean by that? I mean you become someone that absolutely achieves 100% of all their goals, of all their commitments, of all their promises. Whether they are commitments and promises that you make to yourself, to your business, to other people, you become that person that you and others can rely upon. It's so important, and the reason is because most of us never learn to go all in. Most of us, we are always trying to do our best, and we're always trying to achieve an outcome. And we make these promises to ourselves or to other people, and we really do try to stick to those promises, but ultimately what happens is we tend to fall a little bit short. Whether that's because we're overcommitting, overpromising, or whether it's simply a case that we're under-delivering. When you become someone that only achieves 60% of everything you want to achieve, or everything you set as a goal, or everything you promise or commit to, whether it's to yourself or other people, then straight away, the moment that you give your word to something, the moment you set a goal, it isn't worth a whole lot of beans, because you already know that most of it, or certainly a chunk of this stuff, isn't ultimately going to happen. What that means is that before you even start, you are already defeated, because your track record demonstrates to you and maybe to everybody else that ultimately you cannot be relied upon, you cannot be trusted in order to deliver against what it is that you are committing to. It's really important. Now, the first step of becoming a 100% kind of person is making sure that you promise and commit to the right people on the right things. So in your business, when you make a commitment to yourself to do sales, for example, you want to make sure that you absolutely follow through on that. And then when you commit to something else, you want to make sure that you absolutely follow through on that. And then you promise this and promise that in your business and in your personal life. And then all of a sudden you've overcommitted, you've overpromised, and then you underdeliver again. So make sure that you start the whole process by doing your planning, doing your goal setting, making sure that you can actually achieve what it is that you're setting out to achieve. So many people set a goal and don't even look at how they're going to achieve that goal. You know, they read some book somewhere that says, just set the goal and align yourself with it and think about it daily and somehow it will magically appear. No. Set your goal, be ambitious, and then work out a plan and a strategy to achieve that goal. Make sure that it's actually achievable. You can stretch yourself, by the way. It doesn't have to be overly realistic or anything like that. Ugh, shivers down my spine, realistic. You can really challenge yourself. It can be really aspirational. But if you can't come up with a plan or a strategy in order to achieve that goal, it's just a hope, it's just a dream. You might as well just, I don't know, throw a coin in the well or pull a wishbone or whatever it might be. You can just send up a wish, up into the heavens. The bottom line is really simple. Challenge yourself, think about what it is you need to achieve, work out how you're going to achieve it, make sure that you can do what you need to do given the time that you have, and then you commit to that stuff, and then guess what? You hold yourself massively accountable. You never let yourself off the hook. If you overcommit today, you don't go to bed until you've done what you said you were going to do. What happens then is you teach yourself a lesson for tomorrow that when you're about to overcommit again, your brain starts to think, hang on a minute, this bastard's going to make sure I do this right now. Am I really sure that this is what I'm going to get done today? But when you let yourself off the hook day after day, you keep setting 10 things a day to do, and you keep doing 3 or 4 of them, there's no accountability in there. There's no pressure in there to make sure that you're setting the right outcomes, that you're setting the right tasks in order to achieve your goals. So what you do is you say, right, this is what I need to achieve. This is what has to get done. Yes, I can get this done. And then if you cock it up, because it's gonna take a little while to learn how much you really can genuinely do in a day or a week, because if you're normally operating at 50, 60, 70%, you've never really learned what you're really capable of achieving. So you will get it wrong, but what you do is you hold yourself accountable to what you said you were gonna do anyway. And even if it's really uncomfortable and it hurts to get it done, it's good to do it, because that's how you learn. Otherwise, you'll do the same mistake again tomorrow, the same mistake again the day after that. So I want you to go into this weekend thinking this, right? What are your outcomes? And you might not want to be thinking 12 months or whatever it might be, okay? You want to give some real thought process to setting those kind of goals. But start with thinking, what is it I want to achieve next week, right? Where do I want to be at the end of the week? What do I need to get done? Then start looking at how you can map in the activity that you need to in order to get that outcome. If you can't do what you need to do, you don't have the time to do it, the space to do it, what it might be, then of course, you're gonna have to change the outcome. There's no point holding on to this outcome that you have no way of achieving, because once again, you're gonna fail to achieve that outcome. So you've got the outcome, you maybe adjust the outcome, you have your task list, you work out what you're gonna do. Every single day you say, right, here's my top 3 things, 5 things, here's what has to happen, here's what I can actually get done. Awesome. And then if you screw it up, you do it anyway, you hold yourself accountable, you take it on the chin, it will hurt, it will sting, you might have a few hours less sleep, you might be weary and tired, but that is how your brain's gonna learn, so you get better and better at this. So what happens eventually is you become 100% kind of person, which means you know where you wanna get to, you know what you need to do in order to achieve that, you plan it out, you map it out, you commit to it, and you achieve it. You become a person that is good to their word. Now, this is great for those people around you. It's great to be someone that can be relied upon and be reliable. However, most power of this is in terms of you being reliable to yourself, where you start to understand that you really will achieve this outcome. You really will achieve this goal. You really will do X, Y, Z. And now you can start to really trust yourself with your goal setting, and you can trust yourself with your planning and with your commitments. Also, your self-esteem, your self-confidence, your self-value and self-worth will go through the ceiling. Doing what you said you were gonna do, I tell you now, is one of the core attributes that are gonna get your self-esteem absolutely rocking. So take yourself to the next level, take your business to the next level by becoming a 100% kinder person. Have an awesome week. I look forward to seeing you on Monday. We have some great content lined up for you as always. Until then, be successful.